Hi everyone, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, Ram, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you, Manisha. Okay, did you get a chance to work on the yesterday's class, the concept which we had a discussion?
Yes, I tried.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Manisha. Can you please provide the code?
Yeah.
Other than Manisha, anyone try? Manisha, is this your own code? It's written by on your own?
I took Google Help as well, Ram. I didn't, first I thought of do while, then I got to know this is how while works in Python, like while true, like it will check for condition first. So in that conditions, I gave my own.
Okay, so you have idea how it is working, the code, how the flow is working.
Yes, yes.
Can you explain me? So
Okay.
what will happen first when I run this program? How the loop is working? How from line number 437 to 447? How it will work?
So first it will the while loop will run only when the so first we'll enter the while loop, then we'll fetch the month and year values which are being displayed in the label currently.
Okay.
So I'm printing them just to make sure. So then I'm putting the condition like I wanted to match for my month and my year which I've given manually in the program. So I gave a condition, and if the condition is reached, then I'm just breaking from the loop, or else I'm clicking the element. So once element is clicked, again it will go inside the while loop, and again it will fetch the new values. Again it will keep on checking. Only when the condition, if condition is met, then it will break completely from the while loop as well.
Great. See why the code is perfect. Okay. So this is what we will be also implementing. So this code perfectly will work. So why I have raised the code which you have created own or from any source, because this is not correct. Okay, it is looking like it is you have taken the source from ChatGPT, I guess. So it is provided because ChatGPT will be providing something. Sometime it will be providing like kind of this. So it won't provide the exact word, but it will give the hint how to do that. So you have updated the same. That is what I am asking. Okay. So here we not required a sleep actually. Okay. Other than that, everything is fine. Okay.
Yeah,
So
first when I wrote also, I did not include sleep. But then when I was trying to check in the tool, it was like pretty fast. So I didn't know what exactly was happening. So first I gave 5 seconds. Then I felt it's very long. So like that, I changed to 1 second.
okay. So basically, Selenium automation, if the browser and your code synchronized perfectly, the automation will be very fast. We cannot able to navigate. Okay, so that is what normally the automation will be happening. We cannot able to navigate the each step how it is working. So if we want to understand the automation, then obviously we need to go with the sleep. Fine. So this is okay. I will explain you for everyone. Okay, so we are opening the application, maximizing the window, and we have a frame, and we are entering into that respective frame, and we are clicking the text box. Okay, let me open the browser. So the aim is that now not only for Manisha, everyone, okay, including myself. So the copying the code from anywhere is not matter. Okay, anywhere from ChatGPT or Google, anywhere. Okay, the matter is that you have to understand the program after copying from the ChatGPT, how it is working. Okay, even though any developer will be using the ChatGPT on any source for their program, it makes it easy, but the developer understand the program, how the flow is working, what are the necessary lines, what are the unnecessary lines, how it is working, whether this program will impact anywhere in the current project or not, that they will understand when they debugging the code. That knowledge you need to understand. Okay, because the code which is providing by the any source that might work, but all the lines will not be working properly. For example, if you are copying these many lines and you are pasting it in your code, other than this, you have multiple programs in your project. So these 10 lines, it's making any impact in your project or not, that you need to understand first. And after applying the code implementation, how it is working, it will change anything over in your program or not, that you need to ensure. Then in the future, if any failure or any impact is coming based on the code you have implemented, because you are just copying and pasting. Sometime what we will do, we will be just skipping. If it is working fine, we will be going forward, but we won't debug the program. We need to understand each line by line, each word by word. Okay, how the program is provided by the ChatGPT, how it is working, and what are the reason they have given the each line. If any unnecessary code is there, you have to remove, even though it is not impacting your program. So always the program, for example, if you are having some functionality, that functionality you are trying to do the automation, if that function achieve that functionality, you require this many lines, it should have this many lines. Unnecessarily additional one line should not be there. Even though it is not impacting your program, it is not creating any failure, you have to remove that. Okay, that is a good practice of the program. And always when you are doing a development, it should be loosely coupled. It should not be tightly coupled. Okay. So we can reuse your program anywhere. In that order only, the code implementation should be there. Okay. Fine. So what we are doing, we are opening the application, maximizing the window. Then we are moving into the frame. Driver will be by default will be the window, parent window. We are moving into the frame. Then we are identifying the text box here. We are clicking that. After that, we have some predefined values are there. So then what we are doing here, we are using while true. Why we are using while true? Yesterday we have seen either two loops we can use. For loop is only used for sequence based. But while loop, it is condition based. We cannot go with the sequence based because we don't have any sequence to loop it. Correct. We are not extracting anything from over in the window, and we are not doing any looping according to that. So we need to go with only while loop in condition based. So if it is condition based, then we need to provide some condition. Here we don't have any condition in order to run. Yesterday we have seen on condition, right? Based upon the whatever the condition we have given here, right? That condition we have tried yesterday using in the while loop, but that doesn't work. It will work. Okay, I'm not sure. We need to adjust something in our program. Okay, so in order to create a condition, okay, what condition will do? When the condition is met, when the condition is true, then the set of block will execute from the if condition. The same thing we have implemented here. We are making the loop as by default as a true. If it is by default as true, what will happen? Anyone having an idea? If while loop is by default true, what will happen? Give some replay, guys, please. I'm audible, right? So see, you have to be always interactable. Then only you can easily able to crack the interview. Not only interview, the company expect you have always interactable when you are in the meeting. Fine. Okay, so while loop. If it is a while loop, okay, always true. If having a set of code inside there, okay, if we run the program, what will happen? It makes an infinite run. It keeps on run. Okay, it won't stop. Okay, type in the syntax here. It won't stop because we have provided the condition true always by default. So the program will run by default. It won't stop anywhere. Okay, so in order to understand we need to manually stop it. In order to control the flow, there is a concept in Python called flow control that you're supposed to learn. Okay, that flow is called break. Okay, we have three different types. Statements are there in flow control: break, continue, pause. Okay, so break, what it will do? When the condition is met, immediately the loop will get stopped. Interpreter will be coming here. Interpreter will be going outside of the loop. It will be coming here. Okay, so to stop the loop, we have to use a break. Okay, or we can create some flag instead of creating a flag, creating a true. By default, what we can do, we can create some custom flag. Custom flag, once it met, what we can do, flag equal to false. We can create some custom flag. So once the condition is met, the flag will be converting as a false. Okay, so even though we can go with the true, or we can create a custom flag to break the loop. Okay. So here what we are doing, we are taking the month and year. Okay, but you can see here, we are not using elements. Here we are not using elements. Why? Because in single page, we having a one element for month and year. So that is the purpose we are using element. If we want to move forward to the next one, then that we are using in the else condition. This else condition is supposed to use to click a, either we can go with the forward button or backward button. So here we are using a future year. So it's supposed to be a forward button. Then in the first run, what will happen? It will be opening the current date, current month, current year. But we are looking for future. So what will happen? It will go to the condition and it will be checking the text. It will be getting the text from the element, we comparing with our element. So both the strings should be matched. So what will happen? Only month will be getting. So first, in the first run, what will happen? It won't match. So the if condition won't match, it will coming into the else condition and it will be clicking the forward button. So what will happen? It will keep on clicking the forward button until the condition is met. Okay. So once the condition is met, what we are doing? We are breaking the loop, which means that the interpreter will be coming outside. Okay, let me run this program. Okay, I may open. Okay, I will close that. You see here, it is clicking by default until the expected year, June 2027. Okay, until June 2027, the while loop will work. Once the month and year getting matched in the condition, we are breaking the loop. So that is what happening here. Okay. Until here, any doubt?
Hello, sir. I'm audible.
Yes.
Sir, like what if we want to go into the past, sir?
In the past. So
Yeah,
here we are using forward button. So instead of forward button, we can use backward button. See,
like
here our expectation is future year, correct? Here
yes.
we are expecting future year. If it is a future year, then obviously we have to suppose we use forward button. If, for example, I want to go with the backward, I mean the previous last years, okay, completed it, for example, 2023. So what is supposed to use here? I want to use a backward button instead of forward button. Because if I am using forward button, what will happen? It won't met,
Hmm.
the condition won't met always. It will keep on run until the completion of this date. Okay, so that is not making a sense here. So instead of that, what we supposed to do? Give me a minute. So instead of this, what we supposed to do, we need to identify this backward button. Okay, this is not a correct page. So here we need to identify this button. Okay, then go with selector hub, or you can take it manually. Here, going with dot. Okay, so this both are same. It is for a backward, it is for a forward button, it is for a backward button. If we run this program, we are expecting now is a backward. I mean the last year, previous completed years, right? So now it will be clicking the backward years. So it will click until 2023 of June, it will click. Okay, it is according to our expectation. Okay, according to the test case, which year we want to do the automation. You got it, click it.
Yes, sir. Like I have one more doubt. Like we can't write both the conditions. Like customers will like we can give based on dynamic input, no, sir. Like if you want 27 or 23, we can't do both.
We can do like it. We can do. So what we supposed to do here? Any idea? If good question, like it. Okay, if the year is past year or maybe future year. Okay, here everything is a dynamic. We are getting the value from the input, that is from user. So if in
Yes,
the
sir.
case, how we can make this as a dynamic? Any suggestion?
Mm.
Any idea? Anyone having any idea?
Maybe
So
two while loops, like one for forward and one for backward.
no, that makes your program very hard.
Okay.
One more if condition.
We can do in the same line, in the same else condition. I'm giving the hint. See, always not only automation, when you are doing development, okay, think that, okay, how if you are doing manually, how you will do. That's if you are interacting, for example, if you will be doing something manually, you have some state. If I am doing, I have some state, but the final thing is which style is smart way, which is efficient way. That way we need to think when we are doing the development or automation, not only in the automation, in backend development as well. That way we need to apply. That way we need to step by step split it up as a logical manner. Then the same logical manner we need to apply in our code. Okay, I will tell you. So here what we need to do, we need to first get the current year. Get the current year. Current year means it is 2025. It is 2025. So what you supposed to do, you have to store the current year in one variable. Then compare the current year. Compare the current year is greater than 2025 or less than current year less than 2025. If it is the condition should be okay. I will give the hint. You can try this from your at home. Okay. If the current year, okay, current year, what will be getting here? Current year 2025. If the current year is greater than, okay, greater than, sorry, current year is 2025. If the current year is less than 2025, then we need to suppose to click backward button. Okay, backward button. Either we can go else or elif. Okay, I'm going with elif and checking the current year is greater than 2025. 25. Then we supposed to click. Then we supposed to click forward button. Or we can go with else condition. Else condition, what we supposed to do here? If it is a same year. If it is same year, we okay. Else condition we don't want to do anything, because if obviously if this two condition is not matching, it will be the current year. If it is a current year, then it will be going the if condition only. It is not coming into the else condition. So in this scenario, to make more dynamic, we will be using that like this. The current year is getting from the here, get the current year. Get the current year is 2025. From here, what you're supposed to do, you have to compare with your the provided year. Here you should be provided my year. Here, my year. Okay, so whatever the year they have provided, that year you supposed to check with the current year whether it is greater than or less. If it is a greater than, then you have to supposed to click the button accordingly. You got to click it.
Yes, sir.
Is I'm cleared or doubt?
Yes, it has cleared.
Okay. Okay, so try this as well from your end. Okay, so when we are interacting with frames, sorry, not frames, time, date, month, year, we supposed to do this all the implementation. Okay, greater than, less than, more than time, less than time, everything, each and every corner we supposed to implement. Okay, see, this is one of the program which I made. So here it is kind of a date picker. Okay, whatever we have doing, it's I have real-time program I have implemented. So you supposed to create like this. Okay, if condition and else condition. There is some format, also format all there. Okay, we have to check because we are not sure how the input is coming. Okay, here the expectation is it should be 20. It should be JUNE, and the first case should be the uppercase, and year should be the 4, 2023. Okay, but the expectation other than this, maybe it is a two decimal, sorry, it is a two digit. Sometime what will happen if the input may come from the user is 1. If it is a 1, may it not be work. We supposed to change it as a 0, 1. Similarly here, some user they will be giving us a June. They won't give a full value. Okay, so in this kind of input, we may expect from the user. So in order to, what are the possible ways you need to create the month accordingly? If the user providing 06 instead of June, then you supposed to create the exception. You have to create the exception and say this to the user. The value you have provided is incorrect. The expected should be in the string format, but you have provided as an integer. In that way, you can inform to the user. So likewise, for date, month, and year, you supposed to think about that. What are the possible way user can make error? In that way, you have to create a if and else condition, and you have to do the program accordingly. Okay. Fine. Coming to here. Now what will happen? We are successfully able to click the future date. Okay. Here we are looking for future date. Future date. Now the next is we want to click the date. Here the dates are a table. Okay. Here the dates are table. So here you can use isDisplay method. We have seen isDisplay method, right? When we supposed to use isDisplay here. Once we click the input box, then only this pop-up will be coming, correct? Okay. So in this scenario, what you're supposed to do after clicking this, you have to get this window ID, this entire window ID, and you can provide this into window IDs displayed or not. Only if it is displayed, then only you can do the date picker here, automation here, correct? So in that scenario, you can use is displayed method. Once it is returning true, then only you can do the automation. In that way only you have to do. Because this application, when we are clicking the input box, it is opening. But in some application, what will happen? It may be slow. It may be taking some time to load to open this. Okay. So in that scenario, we can use is display method to verify whether the calendar is displayed or not. After it is successfully displayed, then you can go with the further automation. You can do the validation. Now coming into the date. So here dates are tables. Okay, dates are table. That's correct. Okay, this is a style we have. Inside we have a class. This is a date with calendar. Here we have a table. So this is a table. We have seen yesterday static, right? But static, what happened? It was only body, it was there. But see here, this is how the header and the body should be created. If it is a table, inside the table, it should have a header separately and body separately. Okay. In the header, we have the TH. Okay. It is like a row and it have all the TH. But yesterday, how the static table was there? It is a body. Inside the body, there was a row and it was a header. That is not the expectation. That was not a correct code implementation because header have some meaning. Body have some meaning. It should be developed according to that. We cannot make raise a bug, but for your information, I'm saying. Okay. So these are the headers. Each header we have. We are not doing anything over here. Okay. So we are skipping this header. Coming to the body. Here body we having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. 5 rows. If we are going with some other year, how the body will be getting changed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have only 5 rows, but you can see the difference. We have something empty is here. Okay, here everything is a row. Each row we having a data. We having a data. TD. But here it is a dynamic because sometimes we may have a value, sometimes we may not have a value. Okay, so first what I will be doing, I will be trying to create a manually. I'm creating this. Okay, this kind of a scenario we supposed to create manually. Okay, what I will be doing. Is a table, right? So we need to extract only the dates. Okay, only the dates. If it having a space, we need to ignore that. Not only in this page, anywhere the single code should make the difference to extract only the dates. Okay, so what we supposed to do? It is a table, right? It is a table. So table. So after giving a table, it is successfully select only the table. So inside the table, we are moving with the body. Okay, here we need to specify the body, the body. Inside the body, because inside the body also we have a row, header also we have a row. We cannot go to row. It may impact header as well. So we need to specify the body. Okay, then it is showing incorrect. Table the body. What we supposed to do here, first we need to identify the attribute. What is the attribute here? At where did pick up calendar? Okay. Then we are moving, navigating to the body. Okay. So we have one element. Only we are selecting the body now. Now we supposed to be more specific. Only the element. So if we are giving a TD, okay, we are not identifying the TD because between the T body and TD, we have a TR. So we need to skip that TR. We don't want to row here. So we are skipping this. Now we can able to select or extract each cell. Okay, each column we can able to extract from the all the rows. But now here we are getting space as well. What we supposed to do, we need to identify the difference between the space. With space and without space, we need to identify. So here what we can do, the space here we have, right? Yeah, here we have TD. Okay, see the difference here. If the cell having a empty, it doesn't have a drop down. But when it is having a value, it is having a drop down. Okay, let's see what is the value are there in the drop down. Or what we can do, if you want to be more specified, we can go with any common attribute with the value, same code attribute and same value, which having for all the with values that we need to specify. Or what we can do, or we can drop it down. We have a. Okay, so see, if it is empty, we don't have a anchor. If we have a value, we having anchor. So this make more easy here. Okay, so we can simply give anchor. It makes a difference here. So after TD, we are looking for only A. So it will only provide the with values. Even though if you are moving into the next month, it is changing. Even though our single program can able to extract only the values. Okay, I think it is to use. So what we supposed to do? Either I will be going with the same if condition, or I can create it differently. So once the month and year get matched, what I needs to do? Date. Okay. Date. Driver dot find elements I dot export providing the value. So this is for elements. Okay, there is some mistake is it is okay, it is in indentation error. Indentation error. So what we supposed to do now? We having the elements. Now we having the elements. All the dates. So what we supposed to do here? We need to use for loop because we having a table. This table having a multiple values, but month and date is not like that. In the single window, we having a only 1 month, only and 1 year. In the next iteration it will be moving into the next. Until otherwise, we have a unique value, a single value. But here, that is not the case. We have a list of values. We have a list of values. That is why we are getting the 30 elements are matching. Okay, if it is a list of values, multiple values, we supposed to go with the for. what I will be doing, dates. I'm giving in the plural form. Now for date in dates. Now what will happen? All the dates will be getting looped over in the date. Then finally date dot, okay, we need to create the condition, right? If date dot text equal to with my date. When the my date is getting matched, I need to click the date dot click. Okay, I'm clicking the date. So once I click the date, what I supposed to do? I need to break the loop. Because, for example, here we have a 30 elements. If I want to click one, it will click the one, but unnecessarily the loop will be looping for remaining 29 elements. Even though the condition is not matching, what will do? The loop will be running for 29 times unnecessarily. Okay, so we want to make sure once the date is getting matched, I want to break the loop. Okay, fine. Now what we supposed to do? Once either we can use for loop, single break or double break. Okay, we can go with the double break. This break is supposed to break the for loop. This break is supposed to while loop. So now what will happen? When the condition is met, we are getting the dates from the respective calendar. Okay, so we are looking for 2027. It will, for example, imagine that this is 2027 June. So from here, we are extracting all the dates in these dates. Then we are iterating that, and we are doing the condition with our expected date, and we are clicking that. Once we click that, we are breaking the loop. It will be coming outside of the for loop. Then we are again breaking the loop. Then we are coming out from this while loop. Okay, here we supposed to go with the forward method, right? Yeah, 27. Okay, any doubt until here? Okay, let me run the program.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay, you have a doubt? I'm sorry.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Sir,
Let complete.
Okay.
Let complete this, then we can go with your doubt. It is moving to 2027, and it selected the respective date and the respective month. Okay. Okay. Now you can go with your doubt.
Sir, since we have an anchor for all the dates, can't we use like a link text, like find the driver element by link text? Rather than running a loop, you can directly select the date, right, sir?
Link text. Let's see, 1 minute. I think it is not a linked text, but it is in the anchor tag, but I'm not sure whether it is a linked text or not. Let me check that. Okay, because it's not looking like, see, what is meant by linked text? First, we need to understand that. If any text having a link, that text is called linked text. Here, I think it is not a linked text. They have created text under the A tag. Here we have a no link. Here they have given, there is no URL, right? It is not redirecting to anywhere.
Okay.
So H reference they have given as a common word as a number. Okay, but even though if it is not selecting, okay, it is not redirecting anywhere. It is showing like this. We can give try. Why not? Instead of going X, instead of going with this, can give try. Driver dot find element by dot partial link text. In this link text, what you're supposed to do? You have to provide the expected date. Expected date. Here, F. You have to go with the formatize, or you need to format the string. Here, what you're supposed to do? My date. Okay. But this option always work in all the date picker. Okay, I will tell you why. Okay, if it is matching, we are clicking this. Let's see. If here we don't have a for loop, right? Okay, for loop here. Right? So this is what you have expected, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Let me run this program. Maybe this date picker it may work, okay, but it may not work for all the date pickers because I will show you why it is not. Yeah, it's okay. Cool. We can use this, but if the date picker sometime the calendar having the next month year, sorry, next month dates. If you are trying to click the dates which is having from the next month, for example, here it will be coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are trying to click 3. Then how you make the difference? You are clicking the current June month date or the next month date. How you will make difference? Both will be the same. Both will have the anchor tag.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not sure. Okay, I have seen some table dates calendar in that way. I hope in that scenario it may work. Okay, I'm not telling it doesn't work. It may work, but we need to work on that to tell the driver to click the unique value. Okay, but this is also good working. Okay, but I'm not sure whether it will work in all the cases or not. If it is working in all the cases, then this is the best method. If this is the best method, because here we are iterating. Iteration makes your program slow always. Okay, so instead of going this, we can directly use this. Okay, but it's supposed to be linked text. Okay, anyone having any doubt? Fine. Okay, so moving into the next topic. Few minutes. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Action chains. Okay, one of the important topic in automation. Not only in Selenium, there are multiple automations libraries are there. Everywhere action chains are important. Okay, what is meant by action chains? There are some URL is not coming. The action chain is nothing but there are the things we will be doing or giving some input from our keyboard. Okay, from our keyboard or from input or from mouse. Those actions are called action chains that we can do the automation. For example, there are certain things we will doing from the using mouse. We will be doing the right click, double click, scrolling, drag and drop. These kind of things we will be doing using the mouse. Similarly, from keyboard, we can do some shortcuts key. We can click some shortcuts key in order to approach. In that way, we are giving some input to the machine. That machine, according to the shortcut, it will do some operation. For example, maybe you guys know. Anyhow, I will be telling. See here, we have a list of items are there. In the side, we have the shortcut keys. Okay, instead of selecting this, if you going with the Control plus Alt plus Shift plus Insert, it will do the new scratch file. It will create the new scratch file. So these are the shortcut keys. This shortcut keys are input that we are giving from the keyboard. So likewise, the web table having some shortcut keys. For example, I want to come down. I want to go, see here, this page is not ended with here, correct? It having some more things are down. So if we want to move down, not using with a scroll, then what we will be doing? There will be a page down option. So using that page down option, we can come down if it is working. See, it is working. Okay. So instead of using the scroll bar, making the scroll bar to automation, we can using this page down key, pressing the page down button to make the web page to scroll down. Okay, so these are these kind of things we will be giving as input. So these are called action chains. Okay, there are certain things we will be giving from the mouse and from the keyboard. How we need to approach this. Okay, and we will be seeing. Fine. Any doubt in the action chains? When first we will go with the mouse, then we will go with the keyboard. Okay, very, very important topic. Okay, this make your program very easy. This concept is very easy actually. Okay, but thing is that we need to know how to apply, where to. Okay, because in real time, these elements may not work properly. In order to scroll down, in order to hover, in order to do the right click, to do some operations, at the time this action chains will work for us. Okay. Mouse. When we saying in the mouse, we have a right click, double click, drag and drop, then slider, scroller. Okay. These are the concept we'll be seeing over in the mouse, and we'll be seeing about keyboard. We will be seeing about shortcut key. In from keyboard, we will be seeing only the shortcut keys. Okay, the same approach we can apply for all the keys. Okay, fine. Okay, action chain is one of the class. Okay, it is a one of the inbuilt class. We need to create an object for that. Okay, I'm creating an object for action chains. Okay, it is a class. Okay, sometimes you may import this, you may not import this. You be supposed to import this. Okay, we supposed to import this. So it is a class. We are creating an object for the class. This class, we have a multiple inbuilt methods. That method is going to be using for this all the action chains. Okay, and when we are doing the automation, we supposed to provide the driver to the action chains, because we need to say which browser we are doing the automation. That we supposed to say to the action chains. Okay, that is mandatory. Okay, we should, if you are not using the, if you are not providing the driver here, then it makes the action chains own understand in which browser we want to suppose to do the automation. So we need to provide that. Okay. Okay. So I will move forward this by next class. Okay, we don't have a sufficient time. Okay, if we start in between, I need to stop. Okay, so better I will be taking this action chains by next class as freshly. From the today's class or any concept, if you have a doubt, let me know. Yeah. Let me take the attendance. Someone give a chat. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.